Must be nice.
I mean, I don't know.
Is there something that you want to continue from our last sessions? Or
But like.
well, how things been going with, say, the other at your internship? Because I know that was something you've been struggling with.
Yeah, it is. And no, I have not, addressed it. Let's put it on the table, address it. But, like I told you about the email, that weird email. Something happened with one of her students, so I emailed her about it, and then she asked me questions, and she was like, parentheses, if you're busy. Like, I know you're probably super busy, so I won't get offended if you don't answer. Some weird nonsense like that. Like, I initiated this conversation. Why would I just be like, hey, something happened with your client. Oh, wait, you're talking now? No, I'm not listening. Why? If you think about how that would happen in person.
Yeah.
Why would I do that? I don't.
Well, why do you think she said that then?
I don't know. So I've been, trying to really figure it out. And there was one day when she did. I was so aggravated with her. And, instead of just saying something, because my boss gives us these stupid things to do. And I take them on and I do them because I'm not, she's younger, but still, I'm not, your boss. I'm not here to, task you with, listen, our boss wants us to do this. When are we going to do it? I'm not going to keep asking you that. It's, you should be doing it on your own the same way I'm responsible of doing it, right? It's so annoying. Yeah. So, there was one day when, my boss was, saying that we have to, work on our schedule, and then I was saying something about, so we were talking about the preventative work, and I was, saying my idea, and then, before I even finished my sentence, she was like, well, that would require a lot of teacher buy-in or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I know, I was gonna say that, would you, relax and let me, get my, finish my statement? So I thought that was just really rude and annoying, because it's well, you're not even working on this shit with me, but you're gonna sit there and criticize my ideas. I don't know, it got me so aggravated. So I'm sure my body language probably projected that in my tone, because it's I don't know, when I was younger, I had horrible anger management issues, and I was a bad person. So I've come a long way where I can consider myself to be a nice person these days. But, every once in a while, if I'm mad, I go right back there to well, fuck you, in my head, you know? So I'm sure it came off a little bit. And then things since then have been a little weird. And then, well, maybe, I don't know if they are or not, but that email was my confirmation of yeah, she must feel a little weirdness between us too. And then, so then I came up with another video, and I'm I am not doing the questions on my own again. I've done it 3 months or whatever, however many months, I've been doing it on my own, not doing it on my own. Yeah. So I sent her the email, and I was if you can watch this and come up with some questions and let me know, that would be great, thanks. Right? So I emailed it to her, no response. So then I see her throughout the day, I'm did you get my email? She's yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm really busy. I'm we have the same amount of students in our caseloads. I'm here doing the same job as you. Also, finding these videos, you don't even have to find the videos. I am doing that work, and it sounds like it's so easy to do, but it's not easy to go on YouTube and find videos of topics that we come up with that are suitable to show all grades 7 through 12, right? So it's annoying, and I don't even want to be doing it, to be honest. I don't know, but so then she it was supposed to be for February, so I've been asking her since the second to last week of January. Okay. And then she still just hasn't gotten around to it. And so my boss, thank God, hasn't asked us about it yet. And so then last week I sent an email to her and to my boss, and I was well, because I found another video for next month, for March. So I'm this is what I'm thinking of for March. Excuse me. No. And I'm if you guys have any ideas, let me know. And then I said, Kate, comma, if you can get back to, I said it really nicely though, and I'm yeah, Kate, if you can look at the video for February, I know things have been crazy, but we're already in the second week. I really want to get it out for this month. And then, I got an email 10 minutes later, and I'm like, so I have to write the email to you and our boss?
Yeah.
So, like, you can't do this if our boss is not involved? It's almost like, I felt like I was tattling on her but, I mean, that was my intention, not tattling, but, like...
It shouldn't be your job to babysit.
Right, I am babysitting. It's
Yeah.
like, so then it's like, so I had the idea, I'm like, asking her in person is not effective, emailing her is not effective. Well, if I make an email with that our boss is also seeing, then maybe that would, like, light more of a fire under her to do it, and it worked. But then it's like, then I'm like that person who's like including the boss and on the emails to get you to do your job. And it's like wasted energy. This whole thing is wasted energy that I don't need to be dealing with. Like, but so, I mean, it worked, and she like came up with good questions, which I'm not saying she's not good at what she does, but I'm like tasking you to do it. Yeah. So she did it, and it was fine. We actually sent it out, and the teacher was like emailing us about it today actually, but it's just annoying. And then, but then we had this long talk. We talked for like an hour today of just like personal things. And I'm like, okay, like this is nice. Like this is how it was in the beginning. But then she does like weird things. Like last week, like I walked into the building, like kind of behind her, or maybe she was already signing in or something when I came into the office, so then I signed in. So now we are leaving the office, walking down the hall to the same office. And she just like walks out and walks.
Oh, she doesn't wait for you?
Yeah! Isn't that so bizarre? Like, so there's clearly something going on with us, because like how can you read that any other way?
Exactly.
Like, if that was us, like we would be talking, waiting, like walking together. No, she just like walks out and goes, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna walk 10 steps behind you because you're being weird. Yeah. Like, but so then it's like, how do I say something? Like, how do I address it?
I don't know.
Right?
Because I feel like no matter what you do at this point, you're so like annoyed and frustrated that it's gonna come off worse than what you think it is.
Probably.
And then at that point, like, you don't want to get your supervisor involved, but that might be what you have to do. Right. It's unfair that you're doing all the work, and that really does suck that you are doing everything. But I think at this point, there's 4 more months. Either you keep doing it and just let her keep being her, because eventually this is going to come back and bite her in the butt. Right. Because it is you babysitting her, and that's the vibe you get. So either you can address it with her directly, have it be uncomfortable then. Yeah,
I feel like I want to, but I have to like do it on a good day. Yeah. When I'm like in a great mood or something. Yeah. Because I don't know. I can come off sometimes. I know that I can, like, very, like, abrasive, I guess, but...
If you're having a good day, though, do you think you are going to address it, or do you think you're going to be like, oh, it's a good day, things are going to be better?
I don't know.
Because that's what I do. I'm always like, oh, maybe it's not so bad, and then the next time it's bad, you're like, it's bad.
I know, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know, like, today was nice, but, I mean... At the end of the day, like, I don't want it to be weird. Like, we should be walking down the freaking hall together. We're going to the same place. It's so bizarre to me. And it's like, it's not that I don't like you as a person. Like, I mean, like, maybe I don't, but like...
Is it almost you don't, or you do like her as a person, you don't like her as a coworker?
I don't know. Like, I mean, there's, like, things about her that, like, you know, stereotypically I wouldn't like, which sounds horrible. Yeah. But, you know, like, she was, like, you know, the cheerleader, like, she taught, you know, she has, like, the cheerleader, do you know how they talk?
I'm picturing her dressed up as a cheerleader, like, at your school.
No, but, like, she, you know, she, like, talks like this, and she's so animated, and I'm like, I can't. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, she's a very prissy type of girl, you know, like, makeup all the time, and I'm like...
Same.
Has like a curly hair to straighten it to then curl it. It's like, why are you doing that? So like, I don't know, but no, she is nice, and she's okay with the kids. I don't know. She did something today that I wouldn't have done it the same, but.
Is that something you could try addressing with her, or no?
Well, actually, we did talk about it today because she was like telling me. So she basically had this girl fill out a bullying report, but it's like that's not gonna do anything, because so the girl's she came to me a few weeks ago and said she doesn't know if she wants to be a boy or a girl.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. So she's like, so her name, like, okay, so she's like basically changing her name from the girl version to the boy version.
Mm-hmm.
And so she wants everybody to call her the boy version of it.
Okay.
But she dresses like a girl. Which is, okay, fine. Like, you're experimenting, like, do it. Like, but then, so then she comes today and she said that people are, so she wore a hat today. She, like, put all of her hair underneath the hat. And she was like, everyone's saying that I look like a boy today. But it's like...
But isn't that what they're going for?
Exactly.
Okay.
Right? So that's where I would have taken it, right? Like, so then maybe I would have gone, like, that route. Like, if that's bothering you, like, what do you think about your, like, gender type of thing? Like,
Yeah.
you know, I would have went into that whole conversation with her. But she's very, like, I don't know, something about her, like, the other intern, like, will admittedly say triggers her, which I don't really understand what that's about.
Okay.
So instead of, like, sitting down and talking with the girl about this, she said, well, do you feel like they're bullying you? And then the girl was like, well, yeah. And then, so then she's like, okay, I don't deal with that. We'll walk to the office and you can fill out your bullying report and then bring it back here to the office. So basically, like, listen to the girl, 2 sentences.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're bullying you? Oh, okay, here you go.
Ah, yeah,
And,
that
like,
is not how I would handle that.
So then I said to her, I was like, I don't think I would have had her fill out the bullying report. And I was like, and that's, like, nothing against you personally, because I could just tell, like, her demeanor immediately was like,
Yeah.
disagreeing with me, like,
Yeah.
whatever, like, simmer down. Like, and, so I wonder if I, like, portray that. I probably do, at some level,
Mhm.
you know, with, like, my, you know, under the water communication, but whatever. So, like, we were in one room talking about that in front of someone, actually, and then I was like, well, not against you, and then I was like, can we, like, talk about this, like, because, like, the person, I didn't want her to feel, like, embarrassed or, like,
Yeah.
anything, because she didn't take it the way I meant it. So then I was like, I don't know, like, I would have really went in the direction of, like, well, if you want to be a boy, you're going to look like a boy, and people are going to say that you look like a boy. So if that's, like, bothering you, then maybe you, not that you should reconsider, but it should be information that you take in regarding your gender choice.
Yeah.
You know, like, I wouldn't have said it to I would have praised it.
I think it would have
But
also
just to
been
have-
good, I don't know where this has become, like, how this
Yeah,
conversation is, but
Right. But
she should have also addressed what the girl's intention was
with
putting
the
her-
hat. Yeah, right. Just have any type of
Yeah.
conversation with the girl. Don't just send her down to the office and tell her to fill out a bullying report, something that now has to get investigated.
Yeah.
And she didn't even know the names of the people doing it, so clearly it wasn't
It wasn't
that
targeted.
right. Yeah. You know.
That's all.
So it just So like that happened today.
So that must be really rough also for you to watch all of that.
Exactly. But then it's a really bad story. But the way that we handled it was fine because we had this conversation and it went well, and I don't think she was really offended by the end of it. But she kind of just played it off of like, well, you know, I just don't really, you know how I feel about that girl, kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, but like you can't really grip to that either.
Yeah.
Our job is to help these kids, whether or not we like them or not.
Oh wait, she didn't like the girl?
She doesn't like the girl. She's triggered by the girl. The intern is triggered by the girl.
So then the intern should request to not
Talk to her. Or,
Yeah.
Or.
Oh.
Yeah. It was.
That is a really hard situation.
Yeah, it is. It is. So I mean, then it's like, well, do I tell my boss about that? Because I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about it, to be honest. But the moral of it was that our communication between me and her, I was able to disagree with her and we talked about it, and I felt like we ended it fine.
Okay. So maybe then, with the conversation you had today, in the future, if you do feel like talking to her about the videos and all of that, do it. Be like, hey, if you need me to attach the supervisor on it, if that's more encouraging for you to get stuff done, I'll do it.
Right.
But I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. I don't want...
Right.
I feel like I'm being too advicey right now.
Yeah.
I am. But...
I was too.
I think this is a tough situation because, you know, it's only a little bit longer that you have to deal with her per se.
Mm-hmm.
But in the real world,
yeah,
there's going to be more people like her that you'll have to deal with.
Yeah.
So just learning how to do that.
And then I was like thinking about it today, like part of me wouldn't mind like at the end of it all just to be like, hey, like we should like get dinner sometime or something.
Yeah.
Because like we went through this experience together. and it's like the beginning of our like social work careers.
Exactly.
Like, and I don't have hard feelings against her, and I'm like, I really do want to like everyone and have everyone like me, and like,
Yeah.
you know, but I don't know. And I did tell her though one time that like, I forgot how I said it, but I did say something though once about how like I know I can come across like pretty strongly, and she's like, no, I know, me too. Like we have like,
Okay.
so we have had conversations about it, and it's not like awkward. Like we do talk more.
Yeah.
Like today we talked like a whole hour, and she was like telling me about like her boyfriend and like stuff. So she can't not like me if she's gonna tell me all these things about her personal life.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
That's a
tough.
very long answer to your
Yeah.
question. But I mean, I really do like the internship overall.
Good.
Yeah. I've noticed I like working with boys more than girls, because like girls are exhausting, man.
Yeah.
They like get in there and they're like, this girl said this about my hair, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? But I mean, I don't
You're
say
in
that.
middle school. Calm down.
Exactly. It's like, you know, and then it's just I'm saying the same thing, so over and over to the same girls, over and over and over. And then the boys come in, and they're all like hard and cool, and you just like have to play that with them until they're like ready one day, and they're like, my life is war, you know, and then I'm like, yes, like now we can start the, like, I don't know, I like the boys better, because like they like give you their emotions when it's warranted. Not that it's not with the girls, but you know, the girls, they feel like it's warranted for every little thing that happens in the day, and it's like exhausting.
I mean, maybe the girls like, maybe you like kind of the challenge of getting the boys to open up, where like the girls it's almost too easy, and you're like, stop it.
Yeah.
Come on. Like you like that challenge, you like to dig deeper.
Yeah, and it's weird, like I swear I relate better to the boys than to the girls. But I mean,
you are less dramatic. So.
Yeah, and like I always, like, I don't know, maybe it's because of my brothers, and like I always had boy cousins growing up. Like I was always the only girl. And then in high school all my friends were guys, and now I have like, you know, I've just always been around guys. So I don't know, other like these girls, I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. But I mean, I still talk to them, obviously.
You have.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah. But that's good. At least, you know, you're kind of getting a feel for what you're looking for in the long run.
Yeah. So, yeah, things are good.
Good.
I must say.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
There's been enough time.
So, is it?
Yeah. No? I don't know. I'm going to say it's enough time.
Alright.
Did that help you at all? Was that at least good to get things back off your chest?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's good to hear like a different perspective on it. Yeah.
Okay. Good enough.